Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we cleared Dragon Roost Cavern and defeated Goma, helping the Great Valu as well as the Rito tribe, so that's good, that's good. It's always nice to make people happy. So before we go, let's just do one quick thing that will lead us to a piece of heart, but not right away. We'll need to do some work, but we can get a piece of heart by doing something, which I will show you. So this guy, who is this guy? Listen man, you're not one of the native islanders, are you? No. Do you not know what the native islanders look like? You know, they've kind of got beaks, they've kind of got wings, and they look nothing like me. So what we have to do is just make our way into that, it's not a building. Can't say it's a building. Let's just go inside here, and then we will speak to that postman that we played the mini game with, I guess. It's not really a mini game. I don't think they consider it a mini game. For them, it's more like a job, sorting out the mail and stuff. So let's just go ahead and do that one more time, just one more time. Hey man, you need some work? Yes, I do need some work. I will get paid in the end, but I've got 200 rupees, so I've got no more space in my wallet. If you can sort 25 letters or more, your salary will jump. I mean it. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Yellow, tingle, thingy, a jar, tingle, red thingy, a tree, tingle, thing with teeth, tree, and another tree. You're gonna need to excuse me. What am I saying? Tingle. I'm not super good at this game, but I'm doing a decent job, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get 25 letters. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Alright, 28. Not so bad. 28 letters! You have amazing coordination. Seriously, I'm stupefied. Incredulous. We veterans do this all day long, and even we have a hard time reaching that amount. I've got to give you more money. Got to. Could you give it to me later? 'Cause 84 rupees. That sounds good, but please, couldn't you like give it to me later? Okay, sorry for skipping all that, but basically what he was saying was that he wants me to speak with this new intern, I believe. I think he's an intern. And just to give him advice on how to sort letters like I did, because as you saw, I had a lot of skill. I had a lot of skill right there. Not to be proud or boastful or anything. And here, the intern is that guy that we spoke to earlier who has no idea what Rito looked like. Hey man, I'm the new part-timer. Green clothes and a green hat. Pardon me for asking, but you're Shadow J, aren't you? Yes, I am. Aha! I knew it! You're a legend among the part-timers here. I really admire you, man. Just once, I'd love to see the legendary 25-letter sort. Do your best, man. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this again, especially since we need to reach the same amount of letters, but it'll all make sense once we do it. Once we finish this. Okay, yellow tree. Thing with teeth. Tingle. Tree. That thingy. Green tree. Yellow tree. Jar. Tingle. That thingy again. Thing with teeth. I love it when it's like the same image in a row. It really makes things easier for me. Oh no. No. Okay, 26. 26. Just one more than the amount he required. Oh my gosh. 26 letters. Amazing, man. I'm so impressed. Seriously, man. I've got to tell my mom back home all about this. I've got a favor to ask you, man. I'm still new here, so I'm not allowed to leave. So would you mind putting this letter to my mom in the post box for me? Thanks a lot, man. You accepted a note to mom. It's so sad you could almost cry. Now that last sentence kind of makes you want to read it, right? But there is actually no way that you can read it. I guess I could just throw it in here with all the other letters, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's against the rules, man. Very good. You being a part-timer and all, it's good that you follow the rules lest you get fired, sir. Now, let's go ahead and equip. It sounds weird, equipping a letter. Equip the letter to X, Y, or Z. So, thankfully, there was a post box right outside the entrance, or at least near the entrance of that little area. I can't call it a room still, I can't. It's not a building either. Here it is. And it's a talking post box too. Good morning! Welcome to the Island Postal Service. What do you have for delivery? Here you go, Mr. Talking Post Box. Eat it. Ka-chunk po. This postbox is near Dragon Roost Island. Postage is only 5 rupees. Do you wish to send this now? Well, I've got 200. I gotta spend it somewhere. Your parcel has hereby been accepted for delivery. Thank you for using the Island Postal Service. We appreciate your business. Sweet. Okay, and with that in mind, did I say that we only need to do one more thing? I actually suggest that we do just another thing before we go. First, let's speak to the King of Red Lions. It would seem that Ganon sent those monsters to this place, but that would mean there is no time to lose. We must depart at once for the place where the next pearl sleeps. We sail to the south. And you might be tempted to just go ahead and get into the boat to start riding, but you actually need to use the Wind Waker before he will allow you to set sail. So let's play our newly acquired song. Well, I can't say newly acquired because we got this like a few episodes ago, but Wind's Requiem, whatever. Let's go south. We have to go south, and now that we did that, we can actually set sail. So, but before we do that, let's go ahead and look for Beetle's shop, because we did see Beetle earlier, but he's somewhere around this island. Oh, but unfortunately, the wind is not pointed in that direction. Let's see. Maybe he's actually near the shore. Maybe I missed him. Come on, we can make it. Yeah, there's just something that I want to buy at Beetle's that will actually be pretty useful. So, cruise. Put away. Okay, now we cruise. Where are you, Beetle? Where are you, Beetle? Okay, I will be right back. Give me a second. Alright, there is Beetle's ship. So, I'll just go ahead and swim there. I can make it. Yeah, in this game, you actually have a time limit to how long you can swim. And I guess that makes sense because you do a lot of sailing in this game, and there are actually some areas that you need to wait before you can access. Like, you need to progress in the story before you can access them. So, if you were allowed to sail for an infinite amount of time, it would be a little too easy to access those islands, right? Let me just go ahead and buy a heal repair. But yeah, even if you could sail for an infinite amount of time, it would take an incredibly long time to move from island to island, so... But anyway, the whole time limit on swimming thing makes the whole game more challenging, so I guess it's pretty good. And this is all-purpose bait. Animals will be drawn to this gourmet pet food the moment you put it down. It has 3 portions. Sweet, so, I think I mentioned this in the first episode or whatever, but you can use this to lure pigs. You can also use it to, befriend rats. Sounds strange, but you can befriend rats, and if you put it in front of the rat holes where they come out, then they may actually give you items even, so... I think that'll also keep them from attacking you, so that may be pretty handy since the rats can be quite the nuisance. And they do steal your rupees, so you don't want that. Alright, sweet. That's convenient. Whenever you exit Beetle's shop, you start out at the beginning, or at the very front of the island, excuse me, so... And since the King of Red Lions is here, and there's that crab again. Let's go, let's set sail. Okay, so setting sail is pretty fun in this game. It's not too tedious, I guess. Oh, and who's this? Hoy, hold it right there, small fry. It's a peculiar looking fish. I don't know where you get your mitts on that sea chart you got there, but it looks to me like it's pretty much got nothing but seas drawn on it. It's pathetic. In fact, it's almost an insult to that to call that thing a sea chart, if you ask me. What's the matter, small fry? I'm just trying to be nice here. I'm telling you that you've got a problem, and you do. Don't give me that stupefied look. It makes you look like you ought to be in diapers. Just listen, okay? I'm here to teach you what I know about this island, so open up your sea chart and make it snappy. Alright, what are you gonna do? Oh! He's jumping at me, he's charging at me. So he drew on my sea chart. I can't really say how he did that, but there's a real peculiar cave toward the backside of this here Dragon Roost Island. Yeah, real peculiar, but I doubt you'll ever get there to see it, small fry, unless you manage to sprout wings and fly, that is, cause you won't be getting there otherwise. That's all I can teach you, small fry, but I will do this for you. Since I'm feeling so generous, I'll send word to all my brethren living near the islands of the Great Sea. Good bunch of fish. If you see a fish leaping out of the water when you sail near an island, sail up to it and spread bait out on the water's surface. Trust me, this is good advice, fry. That's why I bought that all-purpose bait. See, the baiting process allows you to get a chart of that island along with any info that might be of use. I highly recommend you make a habit of doing so. See, you're definitely going to need a reliable sea chart to help you search for things out at sea. I can't emphasize that enough, fry. You need a well-drawn chart. Hoy, you there, Kingly Red Lion guy. That's it, I've repaid my debt. I'm done, you take care of the rest. Huh. Do they know each other? Sir King of Red Lions, do you know that fish? It's a little strange. He said he repaid a debt. I wonder what he was talking about. But I don't think they ever make mention of that in the game, so whatever. Just, they leave the rest to the player. Let him use his imagination or whatever. So, oh, and I forgot to mention, what you can do is you can press up on the D-pad to open your sea chart. So keep that in mind because you will need that. Oh, and if you swim between these barrels, more barrels will start to appear, and then you can jump and collect rupees. And as you keep collecting them, more barrels will appear, meaning more money for you. But yeah, they're just green rupees, so it's nothing super spectacular. Okay, there is actually a fish nearby, so I'm going to go ahead and equip my bait. There he is. There's that fish. Remember, if you ever see fish leaping up in the water like that, be sure you have your bait ready because it is quite the treat. They will draw on your sea chart and all that good stuff. Even though I don't understand how they just jump towards me and then draw so quickly and then jump back into the water. Hoy, small fry, yeah, I've heard. I take it you want a chart and information about this island? Then start by opening up your sea chart. Here it comes. Paint! Paint for me, fish! I can honestly say I've never had a fish paint for me before. You see that there volcano that's spewing out lava like there's no tomorrow? Yeah, well they say there's a great treasure hidden inside that thing. The thing is, everyone who's ever tried to get inside has just been blasted away by the great balls of fire that come shooting off the top. If you want to get inside, you ought to go find the island that's 1 square north and 4 squares west of here. That's where the power to freeze anything is hidden. Or so they say. Maybe it's not true, but it wouldn't hurt to look, fry. And that's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait on the water for me. Sorry, but that's my policy, fry. What kind of policy is that? That's not fair. It's just you stealing my money. Okay, so yeah, he was talking about that island over there, and the item that he was talking about is actually pretty useful. Very useful, actually, but we need to collect another item before we can go ahead and collect that item. Prerequisites. I say prerequisites. Okay, so before we continue on, I guess it wouldn't hurt to just go ahead and check out this lookout. And I guess you guys can assume who or what is up there. It's a bokoblin, a pink one. I don't know why the ones that are stuck in the middle of the ocean are pink and the ones on land are blue and green, but whatever. That's not of importance. We will just climb this ladder and see what's on top of this lookout. Oh, and it's sunset already. I always love the nighttime, daytime concept in the Legend of Zelda games. I think it was first implemented in Ocarina of Time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do not know everything about the Legend of Zelda. Take that. I want you to get off of this lookout because it is now mine. I claim this territory for myself and I claim this treasure, and it is a yellow rupee. You got a yellow rupee, and as you guys know, that's 10 rupees, so now collecting rupees actually means something, thankfully, now that I actually spent some money. But I won't need to be spending money anytime soon, so unless I somehow run out of bait. But I bought like 6 portions of bait, so I don't think I'll need too many. Where did that bomb come from? Did you guys see that bomb fall? Or that bomb drop into the water? I don't know. Okay, cool. So, for your guys' sake, I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward this portion of sailing until we reach our next destination. So, see you then. Alright, here's another painting fish, so let's go ahead and drop some bait for him. Do you have anything important to tell me, sir? It's just a small island, but as I'd like to collect as much information as I can. Please don't hurt me! Alright. Eastern Triangle Island. This does not hold importance, or this island does not hold any importance to us yet, but it will later, believe me. Tell me, small fry, have you ever caught a fairy before? Because from what I've been told, when you've been beaten to a pulp by monsters and such, and you think that you've finally met your match, if you've got a fairy with you, then you've got nothing to worry about. Don't you wish you had something handy for carrying fairies around with you, Fry? If you want one, go south from here until you see a miserable looking submarine floating on the sea. Look there, and that's all the info I've got to offer. And yeah, just like that other fish, he will not give us the information again unless we waste more bait on him. Thanks, fish. Thanks a lot for that. So he was talking about how fairies are really handy, and they are. They replenish all of your hearts, so if you are ever in a tight situation fighting enemies or a boss, be sure to have a fairy at hand. And to store fairies, or to carry fairies around wherever you go, you need a bottle. And actually, we have a bottle already, so no need to explain that any further. But in this episode, I'm actually going to show you how you can collect a second bottle. Why would you want a second bottle, you ask? Well, simply so that you can store more items, you know. One bottle might contain a fairy, the other might contain some kind of potion that replenishes your magic or whatever. But we don't have magic yet, so we will get to that. Okay, where is that? There. This island over here is called Bomb Island. And it may not look like much, but we can actually... Ooh, another fish. Okay. Aw, come on, King of Red Lions. Cruise. Oh, a storm. It's kind of creepy. You know, it's really... If you think about it, Link, being a 12-year-old and all, he must be really brave to sail the seas like this. I mean, just thinking about it, I don't know if I do it myself, because just thinking about sailing in such a small boat in the middle of the ocean, unexplored seas... It's a pretty daunting move. Those aren't the right words, forgive me. Hoy, small fry, yup. Please, what do you have to tell me? Nice, Bomb Island. Shaped like a bomb. Nice. Oh! Okay, that's what I get for pressing A too quickly. He actually said something pretty interesting. If I can recall from the brief moment that I read the text, I think he was talking about how coming here in the middle of the night will be pretty interesting, I guess. And this man, who is this man? Look at his eye, it's all red and pink. This is all he does. This is all he does 24/7. Ho ho! To think that over there would be such a container. Such a container. And actually, if you go ahead and use your telescope to look in the same direction that he's looking, there is a submarine. And you will see this guy on multiple islands, so when he's looking at something across the sea, you want to go ahead and look at it as well, because there will usually be something pretty important. Good evening! Letters for Shadow J, we have one letter. Here is your letter. Nice. To my son's superior? Cool. Thank you very much for looking after my boy. This isn't much, but I hope you'll accept it all the same. I politely request your continued kindness toward my son, Kashiko, Beito's mother. Did she really have to add Beito's mother at the end? Oh, well, yeah, I guess it was, because she didn't mention his name at all in the letter. But we collected another piece of heart, and that's what is most important. Sweet. So, you know what? I said that I would go ahead and collect another bottle in this episode, but I am running short on time, so but I will go ahead and say that we will find the bottle in that submarine. So in the next episode, we'll go explore that submarine and then go south to the island that the King of Red Lions wants us to head to. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like or subscribe and share even. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a good day, afternoon, evening. I will see you guys later.